Writer-director Rian Johnson says he isn't ready to retire the Knives Out franchise, and he has the perfect idea for what should come after Wake Up: Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Johnson confirms that even though the two-film deal with Netflix that produced the first three entries is fulfilled, he still feels energized and motivated to keep making Blanc mysteries. He told one outlet, "For now, I'd be thrilled to keep making these for the rest of my life." His conditions? He and star Daniel Craig must still want to do them. The story must feel fresh and challenging rather than formulaic, and it has to feel like it matters. As long as Daniel still wants to keep doing it, and as long as we have an idea that feels genuinely exciting and scary, I love the genre, he said. Wake Up: Dead Man marks the franchise's third film, and Johnson says it takes a darker, more grounded turn while retaining the humor and twisty plotting that made the series a success. In terms of what comes next, Johnson appears open to many possibilities. Because each film in the series is meant to stand alone, a new case, setting, ensemble cast, he views it as a modern homage to the whodunits of Agatha Christie. One perfect follow-up, as some have described it, would double down on that ethos. Ditching the same location and suspects, introducing new characters and dynamics, maybe shifting tone or genre slightly, while keeping the central detective, Blanks, and the audience's delight in unraveling the mystery. Johnson has said he wants each new entry to feel like its own novel. By way of example, though not confirmed, A Promising Path, a case set in a foreign locale, perhaps tied to a cultural institution or high-stakes secret. A flawed group of suspects with a built-in tension. And Blank arriving somewhat after the inciting event, giving viewers a chance to play along rather than just watch a reveal. That structure has already been teased in the third film. Johnson's desire to make these forevers isn't blindly optimistic. He acknowledges the risk of fatigue, which he and Craig both mentioned. If the films ever felt like output rather than inspiration, they would step away. Craig said, "If people are interested, then we'll make them. But if there ever came a point where either Ryan and I thought we were just churning them out, we would back away." What it adds up to: the Knives Out universe isn't ending with Wake Up Dead Man. Instead, it looks like a springboard into a long game of detective stories, each self-contained but connected by style and character. That gives Johnson room to explore new tones, genres, locations while retaining the core appeal. For audiences, that means more twists, more suspects, more Benoit Blanc, but also the chance for bigger swings, maybe darker puzzles, maybe lighter ones too, as long as the freshness remains. If I were to pitch the perfect follow-up concept based on Johnson's criteria, set it somewhere unexpected, say a decommissioned Cold War missile, silo turned art museum, introduce a cast of characters with a shared secret, impose a ticking clock mystery, the opening of the silo led to a disappearance, and have Blank walk into the problem late, letting the audience gather clues alongside him. Then shift tone slightly, maybe more claustrophobic, more thriller than joke, but still anchored in the puzzle mechanics and charm that first made Knives Out hit. In short, Johnson has laid out both his willingness and his roadmap. He wants to make more, he has ideas, and he has the freedom to do so long as each film continues to feel like a fresh challenge both for him and the viewer.